Okay, so let's see this question. Consider the following program in C language. Which one of the following statements is true? So the program is something like int star pi equals to address of I, scanf, this and this. Okay, so first of all, some people might think that how does scanf work? We know all the other parameters of this program, but what is scanf? So scanf is basically scanf takes input uh, from the person. Okay, input from user. Scanf takes input from user. Let's say if we define an integer a, and scanf person d, comma address of a. So this is how scanf works. So why do we take uh, uh, and sign here, which is address? Basically, this sign is to take address because whenever we take input from the user, we need to take the address of the parameter that we are gonna use, which is a here. If we just write instead of address of a, if we just write %t, comma a, then the function will not take input from the address. Instead, it will take some random value from the function where like let's say some random value 92735, which is stored in the function as a default address for it. So in that case, the input of user will not be valid in the particular code. So you might think that here pi is given without any and sign. So is there the case of the address is not required in this code, or there is something wrong here? Okay, so let's answer this question. So this is main, and here we are given an integer I is defined, and we are already given that int star pi, which is used to define pi contains. What does this mean? This means that pi contains the address of I. Let's say address of I is 100, so this will be 100. So pi is nothing but address of I. Okay, pi is and person pi is and of I. So we can see this pi is already an address parameter. It is containing address of integer I. So here when we are defining pi inside scanf, it is already an address. So there will be no error in this code. It will contain address of I, which is 100. And in the next line, we are printing I plus 5. So it will increment I value with plus 5. So the answer would be, on execution, the value printed is 5 more than the integer value entered. So it will execute perfectly without any error, and D is the answer.